Hey guys, I'm Coach Mike, and we have a special guest here tonight. We got Colin Palmer coming in, and he is going to be coaching our team here, our one team on Reels, okay, which is the big hot way of addressing and being influencer on social media on Instagram and Facebook. So Colin's gonna take this away. Colin, you've got 45 minutes. Are you ready? Set?
I'm ready to go.
Here we go. Go ahead, Colin.
Awesome. Thank you for having me again. So hello to the people in attendance. And then if this is going to be streamed elsewhere, hello to everybody else as well. So last time I had about 15 minutes. I think I took about 10 minutes to go over Reels last time, and we determined that maybe we needed a bit more time on that to really get into it. So appreciate some new faces here tonight. And Devin last week took me up on the challenge and he tagged me in a reel that he did, and it was great. So he's already one step ahead. So this week I'm just going to go over a tiny recap, and then I wanted to do like a Q&A, so the people that are here, you can kind of ask me some questions, and I can help you out with things if you have questions on your mind. Okay, so the first thing, again, the point of Reels right now is to get your message out there. So Instagram is competing with TikTok, and they are losing. So right now they are trying to make video marketing and messaging like that the main thing on the platform, because TikTok is outperforming everybody because everybody wants to consume more of the media. They're getting into 15, 30, or 60-second clips now on TikTok. And I think I just saw an update that they're going to do 5-minute clips on TikTok as well. So that just shows you how much people are consuming TikTok. Okay, so Instagram obviously doesn't like that. They're going to try and take some of their competition back, and they're doing this through Reels. If you didn't know this already, Instagram owns WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. They're all owned by the same company, Facebook, or Meta, they're going to start calling it now. So Facebook is going to start integrating these Reels as well. And they're usually not as good as Instagram, but they'll get there eventually. And so you'll want to start learning on Instagram so you can transition over to Facebook as well when that happens. Okay. So a recap, last week, we talked about the reason why you want to be posting on your Reels, and that is to get your message out there. And the couple reasons why you want to do it is education, entertainment, or I looked up a new one, it was for information, which I guess would kind of be like education as well. Okay. So those are the main reasons what you want to do with your Instagram account. So sorry, with your reel. So if you see the people like Jessie Lee Ward on there who are doing these reels, she's entertaining you and she's educating you about her systems or her niche every single reel. There's maybe one or two of them in there that are holiday themed right now. Okay, so those are the main thing that you want to post your reel about. When you're putting out your reel, this is like your billboard saying, come and look at what I have to offer. All right, you're not necessarily going to make sales off of reels, but this is the billboard that's out there that says, like, come and look and see what I have to offer. So if people like your reel, they're going to come and look on your page to see what your page is about. That's why it's important for your Instagram page to say what you're about. Who is your target audience, or who are you helping out in your bio? Okay, so you want to have that kind of laid out as well. So if they see your reel, they like your reel, they come to your page, they want to see what's on your page, and then they'll follow you if they like what you're having to offer. Okay, or maybe they'll look into if you have a link. Maybe they'll look into what else you're offering or whatever it is that you're putting out there. Okay, so it's very important to have a clear biography with your link. We use Linktree. I've taught a few people, which is fun, on here how to use it. And if you need a tutorial on that, I can do that as well. But that's going to capture everything within one link, and it's going to have your multiple links within it. Okay, there's a few of them out there. You can use Linktree. It's a good one. Okay, so that brings people in, they look at this thing here, they decide if they want to follow you or not, and then they can click on your link and they can kind of go from there. All right. For the Reels itself, last week I talked about the actual audience that you promote to or that you're sending it out to. So I want to think, if my account has almost 300 followers on it, if I put a post out there with no hashtags and just a regular post, it's going to go out to maximum almost 300 people. Okay. With Reels, everything is public. So if you have a private account, it's not gonna work for people to come back and look at your account. So if it's a public thing, so you put out a Reel, this has the ability to be viewed millions of times, because this is what people want to be seeing. So I'm going to show you on my phone in a second the analytics, which I also talked about. The kind of account that you want to have is an analytic account. That's what Jesse Lee Ward just showed in Coach Mike's picture there. Post when your people are on, basically. You don't know if they're on if you don't have the creator or business type account. Okay. If you need to know how to change to that again, let me know and we can figure that out as well. So the audience that you're targeting with that is so much bigger when you're using Reels, and that's the reason why you want to use them to draw people in. Okay, so remember, like the posts that you do, whether it's Instagram or Facebook, they only go to the people that follow you, and then the very select few will get pushed past that. So I'm going to flip onto my phone, and I'm going to hopefully show you exactly what I mean. Okay. So confirm with me if you can see my phone in 1 second. Is my phone showing? That's a yes.
You're good.
Okay.
Yep, good.
So if you can see my phone, I'm going to go into my settings on my profile. And right in the middle button here, I'll use my mouse, right in the middle button here, you see this button that says Insights. Okay, this is how you get into your analytics. This is how you see how many people are seeing your stuff and what's on your profile.
Can't see all of your screen though, Colin.
Oh, but can you see the phone itself?
Nope. Down to settings, then it cuts off.
Okay, hang on. Okay, what about now? It should be the full thing.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so in the go back here. So in the settings here, you want to go into your insights, and this is where you're going to see how many people are coming to look at your account. You can even see how many people click your link, and this is where you're going to see the reach that Reels has. Okay, so you click on your insights, and in here it has all the content that I've shared. So content that I've shared, posts, stories, and Reels right here. So there's a little button here that means you can look at the numbers on there. So you can click on it. And these are just a couple of Reels that I've done, and it says here in the last year. So some of mine have close to 4,000 or 5,000 on here, which at the time of these ones here, I know I only had like less than 200 people that followed my account. Okay, so I have one on here that there's a glitch in it for some reason. It doesn't show, but it's not related to my niche, but it's a funny one. It has almost 20,000 views on it, just because I had made it, and I educated people on how to open a tight can of sauce. So for whatever reason, right, it kind of blew up, but it didn't have anything to do with my niche, so nothing really like came back to me on that, right? But if I go here to the last 7 days, it's going to show me the ones that I just did, and I want to show you a trend that is kind of happening. Oh, it's ordering it by plays. So the last couple that I did here, these are good examples because I'll show you. So this one here in the top right, this is related to my niche right now. I'm talking about setting goals and goals for 2022. All right. So people seem to like that one, and it got over 3,000 views. And that one had over 70 likes on it. So that one there, I was messaging people left, right, and center, thanking them for liking my posts. And then we kind of just got talking from there. This last one here is another one for goals and for diet. So these ones here are getting a lot more views than these last two here, which were more so like family seasonal ones. And then this one here, this is more of a, we'll call it a personality one. But you can see the difference in views. People don't like those ones for now, and then they like those ones right off the start. The other thing with Reels too is that sometimes they don't always blow up right away, and they surprise you because in a week or 2 weeks, all of a sudden your phone just starts going off the hook and you get all these likes on your stuff. And it's from a reel you did 2 or 3 weeks ago that you thought only had 100 people viewing it. And then all of a sudden it has over 2 or 3,000 people looking at it. So it's important to know that just because this one has 76 views on it doesn't mean that it wasn't worth your time doing it, or, it only has 107 views on it, because that one that I said has over almost 20,000 views on it, that's been on there for about 6 or 7 months now. And that's like over almost 20,000 different sets of eyes seeing that. So there's lots of potential in that. Okay. So for this people here, this is an Android phone, just so people know. I don't know if there's a difference between the iPhone or not. I'm going to take you into how to do an actual reel now. So there's a couple options. Can you wave at me if the audio just goes crazy when I click on the reels? Okay. So this middle button here is how you watch reels. And for me, it's going to show me what I constantly like and what Instagram knows that I like. Okay. So I'm going to show you down here. Are you getting sound off of that? No. Okay, perfect. That's okay. That's what I want to show you. So see the bottom corner here. See that little arrow? Do we see that little arrow there? That there means this sound is trending right now. So when you, can I pause this maybe? No. When you find a reel in something that you want to do, you want to use a sound that's trending. And what that basically means is that people are using this sound a lot to make reels. And therefore, you're going to have a higher chance of your reel going viral or actually going somewhere. Okay. So if you are going to use this audio, you click on this thing down here, you click on the audio right there, and then you have a couple options. What it's doing now is it's showing you all of these people that have used this audio. So here, the original person that used this audio here has over 25,000 views on her reel. Okay, then it goes down the line of people, the views that people are using, but it's all the same audio, right? So
is there any benefit to be in the first person, like just to come up with anything?
What usually happens is that sometimes these are people from TikTok. They're just using sounds that are crossing the platforms. So it says like original audio, but it'll be like an AC/DC song or something like that. It's clearly not her making that up, but she was the first person that used that audio. So I don't think there's a correct answer for that, because you could use something that nobody's used before, then in 2 weeks, everybody likes that sound, and you are the first person to use that. And
but I'm saying, is there any benefit of being that person? Probably not. Just
other than having your stamp on here, that'd be the benefit there. Okay.
But will that attract more people back to this girl here?
It will, yeah, because she's going to have her name all over that. So anytime somebody uses that sound, it's going to say Mandy Sims.
Okay.
So that's it. people want to know, oh, who's Mandy Sims, or does she have any other sounds? People will go look on her profile again. So it kind of all comes back to that, like drawing people in again.
Yeah, there's some benefit obviously to copying everybody, but it doesn't hurt to be original every once in a while too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so if you were going to use the sound, because it's a trending, it has this little arrow here beside it. I know Melissa came to me the other day and she said, Colin, I can't find any sounds that are trending. And she was having a really hard time finding stuff, because if you're not on Reels all the time right now, it's not going to show you much trending stuff because it doesn't really know what you like. Okay, so once it learns what you like, then it's gonna pop up on these trending things a lot more often. So you'd click save audio up here if you want to say, yep, go ahead.
So what do you consider a lot? Like you mentioned, if you're not on them a lot, like what would you consider a lot?
I would say, like, if you've never used them before, or if you have posted like under 5 or under 10, Instagram would recognize that you don't use your Reels.
Okay.
So if you're going to start using that middle button again on that on your phone and start watching these Reels, then it'll pick up and say, oh, okay, she actually likes this feature now. Let's show her more of that.
Okay, thanks.
Does that make sense? Yep. Unmute there, Mike.
Reels right now is just Instagram, correct?
So this is the one that is transferring to Facebook.
Yeah.
And today I just posted a reel on Facebook, but I didn't make it on Facebook. So I used it on Instagram. It posted it to Facebook, but I didn't get to edit it or anything like that. So the option is there. It's just not being pushed as hard right now as Instagram.
But you do have the ability to go from Instagram to Facebook. Same with right now with your stories. So you do have the same ability for 2 for 1 then. Right?
Yes, but I had to manually go into Facebook and pull it over.
Okay.
It's not the same as the posts or the stories where you just click a button.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, for now.
But it is offered now on Facebook and, well, Instagram and Facebook now. You can do Reels. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I saw Brooke Hemingway doing Reels on Facebook. Okay, so it just caught my attention for sure.
Yep. And was that the same one? Did you ever see if she just used the same one that was on Instagram and pushed it over to Facebook, or was it?
Brooke does do both, but she does most of her real stuff right to Facebook right now, I find.
Okay.
So, but I'll check that out now that we're learning this. Well, we're learning a new language, people. This is what we're doing. We're learning a new language, which has to be learned.
Yep, for sure. Okay, so
hey, Colin,
go ahead.
How do you push them from Instagram to Facebook?
Okay, so I will try and do that on my phone. I might have to create a fake one, but I can go to. I'll try and see. I'll try and see if I can do it here on my phone. Okay, so for this one here, I'll use it as an example. I want to use this audio, so I click down on the bottom. You can use it right away, or you can save it up on the top into your bank of saved audios. Okay, so let's click on here. Use this one. It's going to show me in my house. No, I don't want to do a loop. So, anyways, I'm going to do this as a quick example, but I wanted to go through these the buttons on here. Okay, so the first button here is going to be can you see my mouse again on the screen?
Yep.
Okay. This is the sound, right? It's showing me where I am in the sound, right? And if I want to use it further down, I have to slide my finger along the bottom. Done or delete. This here is the speed. So if you want to do lip syncing stuff, you can put it at 2 times or 3 times to make it slower to help you out. Or if you want to do fast stuff, you can go 0.5 or 0.3. Okay, normal is on 1. This here is a layout button. I've never seen it used before. People don't generally do side-by-sides on Instagram. So maybe it'll come in use in the future, but not for now. And then this here is my favorite feature. It's the timer. So this is the button that's going to eliminate all of your finger pushing of the button on there. So people aren't going to see that. Okay. You can do a 3-second or a 10-second timer. I usually do 3 just because that's fine. And then when I'm ready to go, I'm just going to do just a simple one like this. It's just going to record my fingers. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be the end of that one. Okay. Nothing in particular there. To go back into that file is this button here. And if I want to trim anything around it, it's just going to do a replay. Okay. So let's say I want to trim it off right where my fingers end right there. Okay. So I need to find out where that is. And I just click and I pause it. And I drag this guy back until I find out where that is. Okay. So see how now my fingers stay up there. Okay. So then I hit trim. And then that one's good. So if I wanted to see what it looks like, you hit preview. And if you have other clips in a row, you can see that too. And then here you can add text. Position it wherever you want on your thing. And then this is the duration here. So if you want that to disappear, you can click it here and then you can put in you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. Okay, so if you're going to watch this clip, it's just going to flash through saying, hello, my name is Colin. All right, so that's how people are putting on text there, and that's how people get it to disappear. Okay, I'll answer questions after if anyone has any difficulties with that.
Sorcery.
Pardon me?
Sorcery, this is.
Yes. So let's see, Jamie, if I can post it to Facebook. Yeah, so this is what I was going to say. Right now on the bottom, it says it's unavailable to post to Facebook because it uses an audio from another reel, so it can't be recommended to Facebook at this time. So what happened earlier today when I did my other one is that indeed I could recommend it to Facebook because that audio somehow was good. So whatever copyright rules they have right now, it was fine. But what I did on the Facebook is this. So if you can still see this, you can create a reel right here on Facebook, on my app anyways, if you see that. And if you click on it, it brought up my last one. And I think it was my story in my camera roll. So it brought up the last story that I had, and then I just posted that. So you can do all the same things that you can do on Instagram there, right? And maybe I'm going to play around with that later and just see if it gets any attention on Facebook. But for now, I'm just going to stick to the Instagram for now. Okay, so then if you don't want to post that, because I don't want to post that because it's not really good, you can save it as a draft into your bin, and then you can edit it at a later time. All right, so I just want to note that Instagram is not perfect, and sometimes when you write a caption in here, it doesn't save that caption if you save it into your drafts. So I always just recommend, if you're going to do any length of size of a caption on Instagram Reels, do it on another app, such as like your Notepad or something like that, where you can save it and then you can paste it into there. Okay. So that's saved into the drafts now, and then you can go and create whatever you want on the other side. Does that make sense? Okay. So I wanted to take this time, just the last time we have left for Q&A, for the people that are here, because I love it. We have people here that don't have any reels. I know a few people don't have any reels here, and then some people that are just starting out, right? So that, and that's okay. We all had to start somewhere. I know that I went and I sought out a few people on Instagram who are the reels kings and queens. All right, and then they do the teaching. They do reels on how to do reels. So they have reels on how to do lip syncing or how to set the timer or all that kind of stuff. So if you need extra help, I can recommend those people there as well. Okay. So we can do it either one of two ways. If you have any questions, we can go through again on my screen shared phone, or we can just answer questions that you have. Who's ready to make some reels?
I'm always ready to make reels, except for just finding the time.
I need to sit and play. I have honestly never even attempted to, so this is really good.
It's actually not that hard, Carla. Like once you actually sit down and do it, it's not as tough as you think. Is he going to play tennis with us or what?
Yeah.
Turn the fireplace off. It's too hot. Yeah. So one thing that I'm probably going to write it on my wall when we move, but the answer to this is progress over perfection. You'll notice that people, and I've done it too, I've spent hours on a reel and then it doesn't go anywhere. And you're like, was that time really worth it? Because then I've also done ones where I've literally spent 30 seconds or less, or a minute or less, and the thing has just blown up to 10 times my following size. And you go, what's the rhyme or reason for that? Who knows? It's the flavor of the day. So the ticket isn't, and if you follow the people on Instagram that do the reels, they'll say it's not about finding that one knockout punch. It's about all the jabs. So you want to, and Jessie Lee Ward, right? She's a good example of this. 3 or 4 a day or whatever she's doing, right? Constant, just constant getting herself out there and getting that, getting the message out there. And if you need ideas for reels, I always said it's easier to, and people say this on there too, is you find something that someone else did that did well and just make it your own, right? Whether it's using the same sound or using the same, how many times have you seen these ones? Do, pointing at things, right? Like it's the easiest thing in the world. You just have to get those, you get those text clips and you put them in, and then you shorten the time on them, right? And you match them up to where you're pointing to the beat of the music or whatever it is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Devin are gonna trip, fall down doing our reels. We're gonna be seeing his wife in the hospital.
Yeah, so there's a
game.
lot of, go ahead.
I said I'm game for anything.
Now we gotta become, hey Devin, a year ago, we just
What is she doing?
made some pictures and posted about the pink drink and everybody came, and now we're gonna be actors and actresses.
Yeah, what happened to the old fashioned just phone them and harass them until they sign up?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we do?
Sorry,
No,
Carla.
never.
Because like I have never, ever, ever even attempted this. When I do, like you said, spend all this time creating a masterpiece, like I can preview all this before I post it anywhere, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay. And once it's posted, it can be saved on my device as well.
Yep, there's a download button on your device, so then you won't lose it.
Okay, good. All right, thank you.
Yep. And so what Fraser Brooks, I'm doing his program, what he is saying is that he's either doing Instagram or TikTok, but it's the same video for both of them. So you find a way, because if you post from TikTok directly to Instagram, TikTok takes their watermark and they put it all over that thing. So then Instagram knows that this is a TikTok video and they go, and they don't like that. So there's these programs out there, web programs, that remove those watermarks for you. So then you can just post these same videos in one app or the other. All right. If that's a little advanced, then just focus on the one thing and just see where you can go from there, right? How I got good at doing reels is just by doing them. But they were doing in the summer, it was a 30-day reels challenge where every day you just did another reel. You had to do one reel per day. And it just gets you in the mindset of just doing it and sticking to whatever it is, whether it's Pink Drink or Carla, who knows, maybe it's your kids' activities or just something, right? You just keep doing it along that line, and then you just get better with working through it. It's like a sport, right? You don't get on the ice and know how to skate day one, or you don't start playing tennis and know how to hit a serve on day one, right? You need to practice and you need to just put in the work.
So I have another question, and I don't know if I'm opening a can of worms here. When it comes to social media, Coach Mike says you don't necessarily need to have plexus in it. You know, you don't want it all over your Facebook page and all that. So when I'm doing these reels and I'm creating this attention for people to come to my Instagram, am I sharing my plexus stuff there? Like that's, I think, where I'm getting confused with when I should or shouldn't be, like what the benefit to keeping in plexus off of social media and when I should have it in there.
Well, I think there's probably a few answers to this, but the people that are on the top doing these all the time are maybe mentioning plexus 1 out of 10 times.
Yeah, that's
so
it.
I would say that if you're doing a reel and it's a banger reel and you put plexus all over it, somebody's going to go, oh, this is a plexus, and I'm going to go look that up and find out what that is, right? You want people to go, oh, what is that? Oh, she's cool. That's cool. I'm going to go check her profile out and see what she's all about.
Gotcha.
So it's different.
Your profile, Colin, is where it should be. You know, I mean, like he said, 10% up in your reel, 10 to 20%, no more than 20% where you're posting. Okay, that's kind of like Fraser Brooks and Jesse Lee. You know, but it's
my posts. My reels, I probably just want to try to create the attraction to my Instagram.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Gotcha.
Now you got it.
Got
You want to be good and goofy like Devin, okay, in your reel. And then they're coming into your funnel, and then you're sharing a little bit of the goods on your posts, basically, is what he's saying. Okay. Up top, maybe 1 out of 10. You know, you don't want to puke it up top, you know, with the reel, and then bottom, you know, and that's what the analytics are all good about too, as well. And that's where there was a shift, you know, where 2020 with all the GoPro stuff, they said never, ever, ever talk about your company name. Where this year the shift, Fraser and Jesse were talking about, you know, look at your analytics. It's different for everybody. You know, and that's what those analytics are great for. 5 to 20% is what they're saying when you're posting now using your company name. Okay, but it's different for everybody. That's the key. That was the big thing that Jesse and Fraser, the takeaway was adapt. Yet be able to adapt and know your clients, know your marketplace, and just keep swinging the bat. You got to show up. That's the key.
Yeah. Jamie,
I got a question. Jay. Okay, so my biggest thing is when you've done a reel, I've gone into my analytics, and so here's an example of one I did, and under the insights of it, it says the counts I've reached has been 1,110, plays 1153, interactions, so only likes 9 and comments 1. How do I get to those other people that are the other 1,001?
Yeah, good question.
1,101.
So you'll probably learn this in your GoPro event too, right? Is you need to tell people, and Jesse Lee Ward just shared that, you need to tell people what to do. So I've just started doing this in mine, and I'm getting a ton more people like it. People don't want to comment on reels unless they like you already. I think if it's
Right.
your people, they'll comment on your reels, but if it's just some random one, they'll hit like. So if you've been watching my reels, I've been putting that like, heart, or tap heart every single time, and that's what they tell you to do. Is just because people see it and they're like, oh yeah, I like that one, I'm going to hit heart. I like that one, I'm going to hit heart. And then those are the people you can go into that. Are you aware of how to go into that to see who liked it?
I'm on this page.
Okay, so that's for analytics. So let me just show you again.
Or do I go back to that reel?
Yeah, so you'll go to your reel.
Yeah, okay, and then just click down, right?
So here, I'm going to show you on mine. Did you find it?
Is that page right there?
I just can't see what it says. Oops.
Am I closer? Oh, here, can you see better ones over here?
So, and then move it down. Oh no, that's the number of plays, right?
Yeah, so I've got, it says follow those ones. No. Okay, I'll just follow you.
Okay, so this one here, you click on it and you can see the hearts, right? So if you click that 81, oh, look, it tells you how many people played it, but then look, it's telling you who liked it. So all these people like me, and then watch this. Boom, 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 boom. All these people here, if they didn't have their accounts locked, I messaged them.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for sending me some love on my reel. I would love to connect. Make sure you hit follow. And then 3 or 4 of them got back to me.
Okay, and so for this now, you can use, like, when you go into like saying thank you for blah blah blah, you can actually have that one set up on boards and just click onto the thing and just click it, so you're not having to type this out every single time.
Yep.
So do you guys see how you can use like all the different things that we're using? So
that's a perfect one, because I had a conversation with someone because of that, and I was like, oh, this person looks like they need the triplex. I opened my boards thing and I went right over to the triplex thing and I went boink, and here's the link for the triplex thing. So yeah, it's just all about efficiency and making it easier.
Right.
Does that answer that question?
Yes. No, thank you. Because I was like, how the hell do I get 1,100 views, but I can't get to any of them? And it's the same as like in, I think, Facebook too. Like I've got like all these people viewing and all that sort of thing, but I can't do anything about it because
is that for a reel or a video?
Probably a video. I haven't done reels in Facebook yet.
Yeah, so and that's the different part too, is that for video views, like a lot of your friends, right, are going to see those views, but then they're not going to comment or do anything on it. But the cool thing about the reels and stuff is like you can see those people, but then you can tell them what to do. For a video, if say for example your call to action is at the end, a lot of people aren't watching maybe right to the end, right? So then they're like, I don't really, but it counts as a tick, and then you go, oh, but 1,100 people watched this and no one commented or anything like that, right?
Right.
So
that's the same with stories though, Colin, too, and that's what me and Mike hammered that. It's been a while, but for 2 or 3 months we hammered that. You look through and we do something and Mike gets some 500, 600, 700 likes or views on it, and you just go through there and see and go, okay, Devin liked it, Brian liked it, Colin liked it. Then you slowly go down and see people that if you're posting about plexus and stuff like that, or posting about weight loss and things like that, then you just go through and go, okay, this person hasn't. Then we just give like a 2 or 3 sentence, hey, thanks for following along, and you send them a message. The hard part is if they're not friends with you, then it kind of gets put into the back page of Facebook Messenger and you don't really see it. You kind of see that one notification and you try to find it, and then it's almost like a spam message kind of thing. So it's better if you're friends with them but you're not interacting with them, then at least they see it and you can tell that they've read it and then follow up with them. So it's probably similar to that, Jamie, is what I think, and that we've had good success following up with people on there and at least engaging. If they say, hey, no, I'm not interested, then at least go, hey, let me know, or keep in touch, or hey, do you want to sample, and just kind of keep poking at them a bit. So same premise, I think.
Or even like, that'd be like your Facebook story and all that sort of thing. And then it comes up to a point where it says this person basically isn't a friend of yours, is just happened to be coming out, seeing your video and liking it, but yet you can't get to them. And the same as your business page.
You can message them, but
I don't know who they are.
But it,
They
oh,
don't- it
maybe if
doesn't
it
give a
doesn't have a
name.
profile. Oh, okay. I haven't
Yeah,
come
it doesn't
across
give a
that.
name at all. And the same as in my
Facebook
business page
business is
is
sucks.
gone. I honestly, I'm done with it just because,
Yeah.
like, to be honest with you, I like see all these people see it, like it, do whatever, and I can't even talk to them. So I'm like,
They
well,
make it
screw this.
impossible to function on that, so it's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll spend 10 hours figuring what you did wrong.
Guaranteed that's going to be, because they're not friends with you, Jamie, that's the Privacy Act.
Yeah.
And that may be Canadian. That may not be the same in the States. It's kind of like how when people sign up as ambassadors up in Canada, we don't have access to their cell numbers. But now in the States, we do have access to those cell numbers. It's just different laws on each side of the border.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, I'll wrap it up with that. So we have some time to switch over, but thank you again. And I'm always open to helping people out. Like I said, the value that I get from teaching other people is that I like that light bulb moment of people going, oh, I can do this now, right? So I'm more than happy to help. And
I
yeah,
will be reaching out.
yeah, no worries. Yeah.
You should send everyone the link for that stand, or I can too. But that's
Once
a good
I-
investment.
Once I
For
get
the-
my affiliate link.
I'll send it to everybody then.
A stamp.
No, a stand.
Yeah, the tripod stand.
Oh, in the
Tripod
back.
stand.
That was in the back.
Amazing
that
how
same.
social selling worked. I suggested something to Devin. He said, hey, what's that you're using? It seems to be working. And I said, amazing, go check it out, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
what-
never
I
said
have
it.
one of those.
Never said it was working. I said, how are you putting your phone against a jar of cookies to get those pictures done right? Because I'm forever balancing it on something or doing something. I don't mind doing the videos. I just can't get a position right or something like that. So I'm like, and I've seen those before too, but
I
when
went
they
to
gave us our
home.
prizes 3 months ago, but they gave us those stupid selfie sticks instead of,
Yeah.
everyone thought they were getting those big ring lights and the tripod and everything. Then you get a little selfie stick that can't hold your phone.
Yeah, I went and got one at home. My home goods down here, they were like, I don't know, $29 or $39, regular like 100. They're just super duper and like makes life easier, a lot easier. You know, then you're not looking for someone to do your videos, or you're not looking for the cookie jar or whatever. I mean, my first 6 months, people are, do you have a photographer with you? Do you have a photographer with you? Right? I mean, like, and I'd always go, yeah. Do you believe in leprechauns? They're like, Louis the Leprechaun comes with me. I give him 1 day off. I give him St. Pat's Day off, and people would be like, huh? So I'd go straight based on, do you believe in leprechauns? Yeah. Louis the Leprechaun's my photographer.
I have a couple of
I'll
them from
send
my
that.
tutorials.
Do you want me to wait? Do you want to wait? Do you get anything if you get your affiliate for Amazon, or
No, I'm
does
just
it matter?
Go ahead.
No.
No.
I'll
I got
Colin
mine
will, Colin will send out the link, or I will too. I just ordered one a few days ago and it's actually coming on the
I
29th.
think,
So
Colin, what I want to do too is let's do a tutorial, maybe half an hour or something. We'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. We'll open ended and make it on Linktree. So I want to have, everybody that's serious to have that tutorial on Linktree, so that everybody can set that up where it's just click and away it goes right to our my site plexusworldwide.ca, Colin Palmer.
Yeah.
We want to have that ability to have that for our builders and do it. So, I mean, there's a lot of value in this 1000%. I will, I'm going to push end here, guys, and we'll have a 5-minute break, and we'll come back with, our WAMs tonight. Okay, Coach Mike, guys, thank you, Colin, for your time here. And this will be posted on our YouTube. Probably tomorrow morning. I should have it up. But thank you, Colin Palmer, for your time, and you rocked it out of the park. Great job. Cheers, guys.
Excuse me.